Hey guys, so sometimes you guys help people and you don't know that you've helped them. And this is what this video is about. It's to show you an amazing woman whose life you changed by not only supporting Feather's Tale, but by supporting an individual child that was not her own recently, Matteo. So if you remember Matteo, he was the Maasai boy who was crawling around on his hands and knees, and no one could look after him because his family lived out in the bush, and they just had to do what they were doing to be able to provide and survive where they were with their other children, and this left Matteo alone. So in that fundraiser we said we need to bring Matteo into Feather's Tale, but we don't have enough staff, and we would need additional staff, and part of the fundraising was for that. So we have a choice to go after educated staff from college or with a diploma or even a degree. But on this instance, we couldn't afford those persons. And actually, there's an even better educated level of staff can be found in Tanzania for special needs care work. And that would fall on the doorstep of mothers who have special needs children. One such mother who we have been helping is Mama Amina, and she has two little girls, Amina, who is cerebral palsy, and Zajat, who is a normal, healthy young girl. Unfortunately, Sophia, who is affectionately known as Mama Amina, her husband passed away when she was 9 months pregnant. He didn't get to meet his little girl, his second little girl. But she said his first little girl was his darling, and he loved her so much. And the 9th month of pregnancy, he went back. He was a primary school teacher. He went back to college to update his skills, to update his education. And in that time, he had a heart attack, and no one expected it because he was young, as is his wife. Sadly, this left her alone with a special needs girl and a little baby who was born 2 weeks after her father died. Since then, the relatives of her father claimed what belonged to him, land, etc., as often happens, and brought her in, Mama Amina, into their home to live as a servant, basically. And she had to live in this way, which was substandard. She was dreadfully, very emotionally strenuous life, on top of having a newborn baby and a disabled daughter who wasn't getting the right level of care and attention from mum because of this. But nevertheless, Amina is still very bright. Both the little girls are very bright and beautiful. But this is a common problem, that sometimes there's a cultural problem with what they call a house girl, and the treatment is dreadful, even if they were the love of your deceased relative in this instance, because they are seen simply as someone you must support, someone you must feed and house and nothing else. This life was not working, and our social workers established that she was really struggling in what she was doing. So what we did was we took the money from Matteo and we employed Mama Amina. Mama Amina moved into Feather's Tale, and she has been employed as a full-time caregiver for children like Matteo, whose parents can't be with him, or children who have been abandoned even as well. So thanks to you trying to help Matteo, you also helped this family to be sustained and to have an opportunity and a decent start in life. Amina will get education, Zajat will get the care she needs, and mum has an opportunity, in her own words, to be able to put some money away and start and save and look towards her future, instead of just spending her life as a servant to the relatives of her deceased husband. The change is immeasurable, and it just shows the ripple effect. You throw a rock over this end of the water for Matteo, and the ripples are still doing good even today, whilst you're going about your daily life. That one act of sharing, that one act of kindness that happened upon many hearts who decided to share with Matteo, still doing things, still doing it. So, they have moved into Feather's Tale already, and it's a very beautiful little success story. We do, however, need some support with some bits and pieces for Amina, mainly for her medical care and her insurance. It's nothing drastic, but it's just to remind you all that when people click Feather's Tale Children's Village or Area of Greatest Need, and they put $10 or $20 in, this is the sort of thing that we pay for. A child like Amina, who needs to get her medical insurance and have all of the different checks, etc. it doesn't warrant its own fundraising page, but it is provided for just by those times where many of you decide to share in a non-appeal way, where you just go to the website and hand over because you believe in making our family a reality, is how I would put it. So thank you for that, and we love you all. Your sharing is the love that binds us together, and you don't know, after you've cast that bit of love at a child like Matteo 3 weeks ago, you have no idea how the ripple is still carrying, and the lives you're changing forever, by simply sharing that little bit extra that you had, or perhaps even reducing something you had to share, which I know many of you do. I love you all for it. Grateful to be in the middle of it. God bless, guys. Bye.
We feel life's kiss, wrapped up tight in her warm embrace. Love overflowing, no more rat race. These are the times we were meant to grow from. You say that it's beautiful, it takes one to know one. Made out of love, that's what you are. Made out of love, and you come from the stars. Made out of love, and you come from the stars. But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head, yeah. But then I saw that it isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. And so we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. We love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.